asked by the village trustees to stick with the agenda, and I was going to do that. But I was now been attacked by not only village trustees, but also by people in the audience.
Oh, who threw the first punch?
Yeah, who threw the first punch?
You know, I've read the police reports, and both of them, after I looked at them, I can't believe that any of you would look at them and not question some of the things that were done with those reports. I've seen reports that, I've seen DUI reports longer, but the thing is that what got me most about those reports is that in neither one of the investigations were the families ever contacted. They were not contacted by the investigative units. And I feel that's wrong. They should have been contacted. They should have been. These family members were here tonight. They asked for an outside investigation. Our police department, this was not an attack on our police department.
It definitely was. Yes, it was.
Excuse me?
I thought you didn't want politics
This is
here.
not, well, this turned out to be a political campaign for my opponent.
Because
That's
you
what I'm
brought
finding
WPN.
out.
Yeah, you started it. You started it.
Again, for the second time.
Everyone had their chance to speak. It's now my chance to speak. Our police department is
They
made
even
up
live
of
here.
fine men and some women. They're dedicated. I stand behind our police department. I do. I believe our police chief is a good police chief. He was not involved, excuse me, he was not involved at the time, but at the same time, there were mistakes made in the reports. So, obviously, there's many of you that disagree with what's going on and what happened, but in regards to the families, I believe they deserve some closure here.
Why mention
So
it now,
I
15 years later?
I will
Yeah.
do my best to help them
Of course.
get a outside investigation to look into this.
Of course you are.
Whether they're not,
Of course you
excuse
will.
me, please. If you disagree with me, you're fine, that's your opinion. As I said, I was asked not to, I was trying not to keep this a political, but now it's turned into a political, as I said. And I am more than happy to address your concerns after the meeting. Address anybody's concerns after the meeting about anything that's done with political flyers or messages. But as far as the families are concerned, Mr. Fatigato came up, he requested something, and I will do my best to make that happen for him, whether you agree with that or not.
We also requested
So,
for you to tell us about the public safety. You leave the room.
So with that said, I was hoping to keep this a very civil matter, and like I said, everybody had their chance to talk, and at that point, I am going to ask for a motion to adjourn.
Before we
And
adjourn,
that's-
I have a
that's-
question.
No.
Everybody's had your chances now.
You can't stop me.
Yeah.
You don't have a motion, so no. Maybe up front.
Way to go, Bobby.
Mr. Morioka, if I may, I believe public commentary has ended,
Yes.
technically.
Technically,
I believe, but maybe we could reopen it if we got a motion, but I do have something to. So the taxpayers of Schiller Park funded a study about a year and change ago to look at our police department from a holistic level and see what are some things we could improve on after a tumultuous handful of years. They came back to us with this a beautiful 30-page recommendation list, which I believe the chief and Brad have been working diligently to optimize the department. The basic gist of the summary was that we've got a very good department, they do a great job, we could have some improvements along the edges. The reason I bring this up is because they tiered their recommendations in 3 ways. The top tier high priority recommendations. I'm just gonna be brief and just give you their words, because again, these were the professionals, these were from HR Gov. This is what they do. They do group level analysis and give recommendations as a consultant. High priority recommendations are recommendations that, in view of GovHR, are essential to improving the police department in terms of efficiency, effectiveness, and employee morale. Tier 1, high priority recommendation. This is an independent body that you guys paid for with the hopes of improving the entire department. This is the only one I'm going to read, and then it will conclude my commentary. Tier 1, high priority recommendations. In an effort to reduce the perception that local politics permeates the Schiller Park Police Department, corporate authorities here being the board, attorneys, the mayor, the elected officials, should publicly adopt a hands-off approach to the department's day-to-day operations. Which in layman's terms, we need to leave them alone and let them do their jobs.
Yes!
Which they've done admirably.
Can I say something?
Thank you.
Can I say something?
Go ahead, sir.
About 2 years ago, prior to the previous election, chief came from the outside. He brought these 2 cases that WGN talked about to Cook County's sheriffs and also to the state police. Neither of those 2 departments chose to go any further with it. They saw no reason to investigate it.